Bots are not welcome at all in Runescape, and when it comes to Bot Judgment Day, justice is swift and very final. Soon in Runescape you'll be able to dispatch bots to bot heaven or hell yourself, thanks to Botany Bay.
As a company, we're constantly working on multiple initiatives at any one time to help combat bots, and in the last 3 or 4 years we've done an awful lot of different types of things, everything through from mass bans all the way through to being able to tech people and all different types of punishments. We've built an entire new system from the ground up that looks at behaviours by player characters, and it can accurately detect bot software being used within the game. So for the first time ever, we're able to track what every single player is doing. At the moment, we're currently working on a really big piece of content that you guys will see pretty soon called Botany Bay. A large part of Botany Bay is about, I guess, trying to almost have a little bit of fun with the subject as well.
So if someone's botting, they'll first be given a warning. And what happens when the warning comes in is this big dragony hand will come down and point at the player. So anyone who's in the area with any accounts that are actually botting will be able to see that that account has been accused, and then they're given a temporary ban. If they still choose to ignore the warnings and to continue to use a bot, which would be pretty stupid, we'll warn them a second time. This time we'll give them a much longer temporary ban, so they won't be able to access their account. They'll be sent emails, they'll be told that we know what they're doing. We'll be very, very clear on the fact that they'll then be banned if they do it again. So on the third time, they'll be banned straight away. They'll just get a big interface that will pop up, tell them that their account has been banned. At the same time, this event will trigger in Botany Bay.
Botany Bay is our staging area where we'll be holding the trials against these bots. The bots will be whisked away with a one-way ticket, but the players will have obviously a return ticket to get back, because they make up the jury and they'll be helping to decide their punishments. The Bot Finder General is the prosecutor for the trial, who asks you, the jury, to vote on what punishment you want to decide for these bots.
This rule-breaking criminal reeks of the corrupt mechanisms of slothfulness.
There are 3 different ways you can kill a bot. First one being the stomping, as it sounds, literally stomp that into the floor. Second one being a swallowing into an abyss, never to be seen again. And third and final, my favourite one, is God raised from above that would burn them to a crisp.
So there's only one way to get to Botany Bay, and that is to be teleported there from the announcer. The announcer exists all over the game world, and it's the only way in. Botany Bay is actually an island which exists far off the coast of Runescape, and it's impossible to walk there, it's impossible to sail there. The only way you can get there is by being teleported by the announcer.
If you are taking part in trials, there are rewards, and one of them being a pitchfork you can wield, and to go along with that pitchfork, there's some cool looking emotes as well. And not only that, you get to pelt these parasites with tomatoes. We've got a few thoughts on styles to come in the future, but more interestingly, we'd like you, the players, to come up with some on the forums and give us some feedback of what you'd like to see and how to punish these bots further.
So I was watching the live stream and I noticed there was a question from Silent Core about who gets sent to Botany Bay and who chooses to, who decides which bots are sent there. So the answer to the question is no one really chooses. Basically, if a bot is caught and there is no account currently being trialled in Botany Bay, then that account will go straight to Botany Bay. If Botany Bay is already full and there are already accounts which are being tried at Botany Bay, then the account will be automatically banned.
You know, we're constantly working on ways to break bots. So now that we have this system in place, you know, we're looking at ways to mass ban. You've seen over the last kind of 3 or 4 years, actually even stretching back longer than that, we've done all different types of things, and that's because we're constantly working on it and we're constantly coming up with new things. So we've always got interesting ways to sort of take those initiatives further.
Next week, Behind the Scenes dives into the challenge system, and we bring you a first look at your RuneScape account's new best friend, the Jagex Account Guardian.